Okay, the July garden tour is actually going to start in the hospital. This is the hospital, soon to be fall planting. Um, but this is the hospital for a couple of the tomato plants that were originally planted and are kind of like they're sort of producing, but I have to water them like 4 times a day for them to stay happy. It's just, you know. Okay, so coming on over, I was hoping in the last video that everything would have exploded, and it has. And I will also say that one big gardening mistake that I have made is I don't really prune, and I always think like more is more and more is better, and look what I grew and look how huge it is. And this year I'm like, all right, I kept planting because of the goofy weather, so I need to make sure that this stuff is not all touching the ground or touching each other or just asking for disease and pests and all kinds of other stuff. So potatoes are happy. As I said, potatoes are so fun to grow. Asparagus is happy. That's just empty right now. I just took all the lettuce out of it. Acorn squash. Let me see. Okay, let's play a game called What Did Kara Plant? Let's see if I can remember. But I did go through and mark a lot of them. This is summer squash. That one's marked. The petunias are petuniaing. They are very pretty. They're doing their sunset thing that I wanted them to. Blueberries are all right. I mean, they're producing and then something will get to them. That's fine. I'm kind of looking forward to them next year. Okay, shout out. I have 2 shout outs. One shout out to my mom. It's her birthday. Happy birthday. We went out for dinner. We had a great time. And another shout out to Lainey, who's at Blue Lake Fine Arts Camp right now. And all of my green beans are Blue Lake. And I kind of cry whenever I come out here, actually. So I'm just going to keep going with this video. But those are Blue Lake green beans. This is spaghetti squash. I'm not sure which one this one. I don't know what this is. I don't know. Okay, this is coming in awesome. I'm so happy, and I'm keeping it like nicely off the ground here. But this is pickled cucumbers in the front, and I just ate my first one, just like ate it in the garden. It was so wonderful. And then morning glories, and then beans in the back, and they're doing so-so. They don't get a ton of sunlight. But what I love about this is it's starting to produce, and then when I want to harvest, I'll be able to see everything back here, and then we'll just pull this up and we'll be able to pull everything off. So that will be really fun. It's kind of doing what I thought it was going to do. I wasn't sure how it was going to fare, but it's doing all right. Okay, this is the pumpkin patch. So I do have a couple pumpkins over there, but the rest of this is pretty much all pumpkins from here over. These are all pie pumpkins, and again, I'm really pruning them. I'm trying to keep them really happy and out of each other's way, going in the right direction. But these are beans coming up here too. These are coming in pretty nicely. They're getting eaten up a little bit. I do have a bit of an orange beetle problem of some sort in here. But these are super happy and they're growing. There's the root, and then this one goes all the way there. It's starting to have a couple come out. Again, trying to make sure that everything is breathing. This is separating the pumpkin patch from the watermelon patch. And I think I'll get quite a few pumpkins. I don't know how many watermelons I'm gonna get, and I'm doing the small ones. And I thought, oh, I'll get 1,000,000 of them. And I don't really know if this is gonna produce as many as I think it's going to, or if anybody has experience with growing the little watermelons. I was thinking for some reason that I would get 1,000,000 little ones, and I maybe I just should have grown big ones. Anyway, tomatoes. Okay, some of this has exploded. Some of these were really little last time, and I was like, see, some of them are tiny, and they're not. Like some of them, if I have 2 things on them, then I'm sort of watching them just because they're not producing a ton, but some of these were like this big in the last video, and now they're just gigantic. So the Romas are turning that kind of neon green. So they're starting to ripen, and I'm really happy with the progress on Romas. They're just like, I mean, they're kind of like dragon, and they also obviously look very funny, but they're doing pretty well. And then everything else, yeah, these are Romas too. There's a lot. So I'm just trying to make sure that it's not touching the ground too much. And I do know with the watermelons that once they start to make the fruit that I don't water them as much, so then they get sweeter. The peppers have also come in really well. Oh my gosh, if you remember in my last video, I was like, guys, this thing has been on here for a month. I should have just thrown this whole thing out. And now it's like really, really happy. And I love it so much. And it's going to be a cherry bomb. Cherry bomb, yeah. I have a lot of hot peppers in here, so I need some help. I also have tomatillos that I've never grown before. Those are really, really fun and getting so big. So I had to back, I don't know how I'm really supposed to prune those because I haven't done them before. Probably the same as tomatoes. But the peppers are coming in great. The bell peppers are the bushier ones here. Those are really happy. And then the ones on the end are all hot peppers. Soon to be hot sauce and spaghetti sauce and salsa and chili and all kinds of stuff. So we're happy. We're happy and we're healthy. And before you know it, I will be showing you some more color in here. I'll be harvesting stuff and I'll be planting seed for some fall crops. So I love it and I can't wait to see your garden video.